At some point, black women's lives have to matter as equal in America.
Hello everyone, it's Green Bean. I'm back to you with another video. This video is an update pertaining to the Breonna Taylor case, as there has been new developments surrounding one of the officers identified at the scene of her unaliving. Before I get into the new developments and my commentary, I would like to send my continued condolences to the Taylor family as you continue to grieve a daughter, sibling, partner, community member, and essential worker. According to reports, the former Louisville police officer who fired the fatal blow that unalived Breonna Taylor has secured a new job in law enforcement. According to the Carroll County Sheriff's Office, confirmed employment of Myles Cosgrove has been obtained. Myles Cosgrove was fired from the Louisville Police Department in 2021 for violating use of force procedures and failing to use a body camera during the raid on Breonna Taylor's apartment. In November of last year, the Kentucky Law Enforcement Council voted not to revoke Myles Cosgrove's state peace officer certification, which meant that he could apply for other law enforcement jobs in the state. Reports also state that Myles Cosgrove fired approximately 16 rounds into Breonna Taylor's apartment front door, which led to an FBI investigation which concluded that Myles Cosgrove and Jonathan Mattingly struck Breonna Taylor, and that Myles Cosgrove likely fired the fatal blow. While neither officer was charged in the 2020 state grand jury investigation, the FBI also cleared Myles Cosgrove and Jonathan Mattingly of any charges. The FBI probe found that other superior officers had crafted a faulty warrant that contained false information about Breonna Taylor. This prompted additional charges from a federal grand jury on indictments of civil rights offenses, obstruction offenses, and use of excessive force, in which one of the officers, Kelly Goodlett, pled guilty to one charge of conspiracy. Back in March, the DOJ cited the LMPD and the Louisville Jefferson County Metro government used excessive force, conducted searches based on invalid warrants, unlawfully discriminating against black people, violating the rights of people engaged in protected free speech, discriminating against people with health disabilities when responding to them in crisis, and also found deficiencies in responses to and investigating forms of abuse and allegations of abuse and violence. Once again, I think it's time that we look at the scope as it pertains to qualified immunity and how persons can gain employment after someone's unaliving. Myles Cosgrove and the other officers engaged in reckless behavior before, during, and after the unaliving of Breonna Taylor. Not one of these officers tried to give Breonna Taylor aid. They went as far as not even acknowledging Breonna Taylor's unaliving by leaving the report blank. So why would the Kentucky Law Enforcement Council decide not revoking Myles Cosgrove's certification? This lets me know that they do not care about the public, in which these officers took an oath to serving and protecting members of the community. In addition, the consistent gaslighting of the Taylor family and community also needs to be called out. These officers are gaining employment and getting book deals on the unaliving of Breonna Taylor, and it is time that the qualified immunity needs to be reviewed, because these officers are taking persons' lives without hesitation and without accountability for their actions. It is sad that Black women, when they become unalive at the hands of authorities, it is pushed to the side and dismissed because persons do not want to confront the biases in which we see in our everyday life, that we will deny victims of violence, particularly Black people, when they are violated of their civil rights. The words of Malcolm X ring true today as it did when he was alive. Now you will watch this brief clip and I will be back with my final commentary.
The most disrespected person in America is the Black woman. The most unprotected person in America is the Black woman. The most neglected person in America is the Black woman.
Protect Black women should not only be a slogan, but it should be a way of life. Silence is no longer an option, as persons within our communities are constantly being violated by the system which took an oath to serving and protecting. Say their names, known and unknown. Say her name, Breonna Taylor. Justice for Breonna Taylor. And as always, please be safe out here, and I will see you in the next video.